Hello everyone and welcome to my CSU channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Fans worry about Julie Chrisley's mental health after prison release. Julie and Todd Chrisley were recently freed from their prison sentence following a pardon from President Donald Trump. Since then, fans have been asking questions about the reality show stars following their time behind bars. In particular, some fans have shared that they are especially worried about the Chrisley family matriarch. Julie Chrisley was originally set to serve 7 years behind bars. Fans were introduced to the Chrisley family with the USA Network series, Chrisley Knows Best. Back in 2022, Todd and Julie were convicted on various charges, including bank fraud and tax evasion. For her part, Julie was sentenced to 7 years, reporting to the Federal Medical Center in Lexington. In 2024, Julie's sentence was upheld during an attempted appeal. For his part, Todd was sentenced to 12 years, reporting to the federal prison camp in Pensacola. However, Julie and Todd would eventually be released in 2025, following a presidential pardon from President Donald Trump. Since then, fans have been wondering how the couple are adjusting to their lives back on the outside. Taking to social media, one fan recently noted, "Julie seems different." They shared, "I wasn't in favor of their pardon, and was actually quite shocked they got one, but since they've been out, Julie seems different." Some fans have noticed a change in the Chrisley Knows Best star. "I watched their show a few times over the years. I know their character and behavior on TV and social media prior to prison for the most part, and Julie seems very disconnected now. Obviously, prison changes you, and adapting to normal life, I'm sure, is jolting at first, but there seems to be a sadness to her now. I wonder if her and Todd will stay together." Other fans shared similar sentiments on social media. In one lengthy comment, another fan shared, "I've noticed that too, and especially in her eyes. Other people have said she's lost her spark. She looks dead inside. She's probably traumatized and regretting the whole ordeal, which seems the opposite of Todd. She could also still be adjusting to civilian life, as I'm sure it is a shock as well." Some fans thought it was healthy for there to be a change in Julie. This isn't the first time fans noticed a change in Julie following her release. As previously reported, a few fans were concerned after seeing her with her natural hair. At the time, many were wondering if she would go back to her famous platinum blonde locks as seen on the family's USA Network show. With the recent post, fans continued to share other theories. A few fans were also concerned for Julie's mental health. That said, a few other fans felt things were being taken out of context. A few even thought it was healthy that she didn't immediately return to her previous persona after time in prison. Some comments included, "When Julie Chrisley was released from prison earlier this year, many fans of Chrisley Knows Best expected the beloved reality TV matriarch to walk into the free world with her signature warm smile and quiet strength." After all, Julie had long been the grounding force of the Chrisley family, someone who, despite chaos swirling around her, managed to stay calm, nurturing, and endlessly supportive of her husband, Todd, and their children. But freedom has not come without its shadows. The woman once celebrated for her poise and resilience seems, at times, haunted by her experience behind bars. Observers who have spotted Julie in public or followed her limited online appearances have begun expressing concern that her mental health may be in a fragile state. A different Julie emerges. Before prison, Julie embodied Southern grace. She had her battles, cancer scares, raising a large and opinionated family, and navigating the ups and downs of fame, but she always presented a composed image. Post-release, however, fans say her demeanor has changed. "She doesn't look like the same Julie," one fan wrote on a Chrisley discussion forum. "Her eyes seem distant, like she's still carrying everything she went through in there." At a recent family gathering, Photos circulated online showing Julie sitting quietly apart from the group. While the Chrisleys have always been larger-than-life personalities, Julie's reserved nature was usually balanced by warmth and engagement. In these new snapshots, fans couldn't help but notice the heaviness of prison life. Serving time behind bars is grueling for anyone, but for someone like Julie, who had spent her life as a homemaker and reality star, it was a seismic shift. Reports from insiders suggest that Julie struggled with the adjustment far more than her husband Todd, who seemed to embrace the challenge with defiance and a fighter's mentality. Julie, on the other hand, reportedly withdrew. She wasn't loud, she wasn't confrontational, a former inmate told a tabloid. She kept her head down, but that kind of environment eats at you if you're quiet. It makes you feel invisible. Isolation, strict routines, and the constant loss of privacy can leave lasting scars. Psychologists often point out that individuals, particularly women who were primary caregivers, may feel stripped of their identity in prison. For Julie, who prided herself on being a mother and a wife, that sense of self might have been shattered. A family trying to heal. The Chrisley children have rallied around their mother since her release. Savannah Chrisley, who took on the role of caretaker for her younger siblings while both parents were incarcerated, has been fiercely protective of her mom. "People don't understand how hard this was for her," Savannah shared in a podcast. "My mom went through hell, and now she's trying to figure out who she is on the other side of it." Chase Chrisley has echoed similar sentiments, asking fans for compassion and patience. "She's strong," he told a reporter, "but strength doesn't mean you don't hurt." Even Todd, still serving his sentence, has reportedly expressed concern for Julie's emotional well-being. Letters exchanged between the couple suggest that Todd urges her to lean on faith and family as she adjusts to life beyond the prison gates. Signs of PTSD. Fans and mental health experts alike have speculated that Julie may be showing signs of post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. Survivors of incarceration often battle symptoms such as hypervigilance, nightmares, withdrawal, and an inability to trust others. Julie's situation isn't uncommon, explained Dr. Megan Fields, a psychologist specializing in trauma recovery. For women who are used to being caregivers, imprisonment can feel like a complete inversion of their identity. Even after release, the brain is still wired to expect danger. It takes time, therapy, and support to heal. Indeed, fans have noted that Julie has not resumed her typical cheerful social media presence. Her absence online has only fueled speculation about her mental health, with many worried that she is struggling to reconnect with the world outside. The public pressure. Adding another layer of difficulty is the fact that Julie can't simply fade into anonymity. As a public figure, her every step is dissected. While some fans offer love and encouragement, others bring judgment and criticism. "People forget that she's still human," one longtime fan commented. "They expect her to bounce back and be TV Julie again, but life doesn't work like that. She's processing trauma, and the cameras shouldn't be part of it." This pressure to perform for an audience, whether through media interviews, social media posts, or possible reality TV comebacks, creates a fragile balancing act. How does Julie reclaim her identity without being swallowed by the narrative others want to write for her? A glimmer of hope. Despite these struggles, those close to Julie insist she has not given up on healing. Friends say she has leaned heavily on her faith, attending church services regularly and surrounding herself with a tight circle of supportive loved ones. She has also reportedly started journaling and exploring therapy, though she remains intensely private about her progress. "She's not broken," Savannah assured fans during a recent podcast. "She's bruised, she's healing, and she's working through it. But my mom is still my mom, loving, caring, and stronger than people realize." What the future holds. The Chrisley family's return to television is rumored to be in development, but insiders suggest that Julie may not be eager to jump back into the spotlight. While Todd thrives on attention, Julie's priority seems to be stability, peace, and emotional recovery. If she does step in front of cameras again, fans will undoubtedly scrutinize her every move for signs of strength or weakness. Yet perhaps the greatest show of courage for Julie will be drawing boundaries, deciding when and how she shares her story on her own terms. Fans' role in her journey. At the heart of the conversation is the community of fans who have followed Julie's journey for years. Many express genuine worry and hope that she gets the help she needs. Online threads are filled with prayers, messages of encouragement, and reminders that healing takes time. Julie carried her family for so long, one fan wrote. Now it's time for all of us to carry her in spirit. She deserves love and peace after everything.